That's the only thing about paying December for. I'm looking for James Sanders. How you doing? I'm a volunteer for the Bernie Sanders campaign. Do you have a minute?
James Hemphill has been volunteering for Sanders in Mississippi since December.
How you doing? You didn't decided your candidate yet?
Yeah, Joe Biden.
Why Joe Biden?
Joe Biden have a little more experience than Barry.
You
He
think so?
been there, yeah. He been there with Obama.
Sanders was supposed to be in Mississippi on Friday for a rally on racial justice, but he canceled. Instead, he flew to Michigan, a state with more white people and where he probably has a better chance of getting more delegates. That means it's up to volunteers like Hemphill to explain what's going on.
He supposed to be came there, right?
Yeah,
He didn't come.
I know. Are you talking to somebody that was hurt by that?
Yeah, we all heard about it.
Yeah, I would have definitely rather him come himself.
Right. You know, a
But
lot of
he did.
people were
Yeah.
depending on him to come.
Yeah.
Since Super Tuesday, pundits have been talking about how Bernie Sanders is struggling with black voters, while Vice President Joe Biden is completely dominating the southern states. But that's not the whole picture. In South Carolina, black voters under 30 actually chose Sanders over Biden by 2 points. But the older black voters are, the more they tend to support Biden. And it's these older black voters, many of whom associate Biden with the Obama years, that are fueling Biden's comeback. On Sunday, he held a last-minute rally in Jackson. About a mile down the road, Sanders also had an event. Not a rally, because Sanders himself wasn't there, but a kickoff for an afternoon of door-knocking, featuring a celebrity guest. Danny Glover's been on the road supporting Sanders for a while. He's hoping he can pull in some of the voters that tend to lead towards Biden.
I want to come and push this because I'm an older black voter too.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what I'm saying.
You know,
How-
I'm
as somebody-
I'm almost 74 years old.
As somebody on this campaign, as somebody who's working on this, how do you speak to your generation? Because it doesn't seem to be resonating.
Maybe we haven't been clear in the message. Maybe we haven't been as clear and differentiated between Biden and whoever else was in it, Buttigieg or whoever else was in the race, and Bernie Sanders, you know, and all that. And that's some work that we have to do.
Philip Agnew is an activist who's got a reputation for being provocative. He's now taken a job with the Sanders campaign as a senior advisor, but that doesn't mean he's sugarcoating his candidate's prospects in Mississippi.
Everybody has a plan till they get hit in the face. Mike Tyson, right? Everybody has a plan till you get hit in the face, and we got hit in the face.
It really does seem like the battleground state
Right.
is not a state anymore. It's the black vote.
Right.
In the primaries, right?
Right.
I mean, you must be thinking about
You
that.
cannot win without having black support, and we should not say that the black people in the South are not important, because they are. We wanted to win them. We could have won them, and we should have won them. But the path to victory, to the presidency, to the White House is black people. And we're determined and excited to continue to win them, win young and old. And I think it's possible for us. And
Is it not too late? Because I mean, I think that's a big question for a lot of people.
No, no,
Is there a too late?
Oh yeah, but it's not now.
You look at the big picture, it's Bernie Sanders doesn't think he's gonna win in Mississippi, Biden's gonna take that, and he's focused on Michigan.
Yeah.
You're still here.
Yeah.
You're still doing the work.
Yeah.
How does that feel for you?
Initially, being bluntly honest, I was upset. I was like,
Really?
Mississippi has to matter at some point to someone. Even if the world gives up on Mississippi, we're not giving up on Mississippi.
That puts a lot of the weight on you.
Yeah, we'll take it. I don't mind. How you doing? My name is James. I'm a Bernie supporter. How you doing?
A lot of the discussion that I've seen about why Biden is doing much better with older black folks
Okay.
is because they just don't know Bernie.
Okay.
And they don't know any better.
Well, I disagree with that, and I think that's a media narrative. People know Bernie. What I say is they don't know Joe. They don't know Crime Bill Joe. They don't know I want to kill Social Security Joe. They only know Joe, the vice president to the first black president of the United States. They don't know Joe.
Then if you look at it, the association with Obama
Right,
is big.
right,
In terms of name recognition, you know, Bernie basically was saying the same thing in 2016.
right,
You know, older black folks, younger black folks don't
right,
know me.
right.
Been 4 years. What's the issue here, do you think?
The thing is, we've had 4 years of we've been 4 years of continuous existential trauma by Donald Trump. And what that makes people do is that makes them be very fearful, very risk averse. You get what I'm saying? So people are worried that if they do something that is unfamiliar, that this demagogue who is in the White House will reign supreme for 4 more years.
It sounds like you think some things have been missing in terms of how people understand
Right.
what the work is.
Yeah.
What you're doing.
Right,
What Bernie's doing.
right.
What is that? What are people missing?
No, I don't think anything is missing per se, but we've got to speak to the anxiety. There's a boogeyman at the door, and people want to know the person I'm going to send out there is going to be able to slay the boogeyman, metaphorically, right? And they want to know that, and we've got to continue to appeal to that. And we weren't able to talk about our message in the way that we should have. And we've got to engage with that, and we never blame things on the voter. If somebody don't like your food, you don't blame it on the customer, right? You blame it on the chef. And so we've got to look at our team and figure out what places we weren't organizing in, how we can talk to them better, how we can appeal to what they do. And then there's some people you'll never be able to win over. And to me, that's not a shortcoming of a campaign. That is, people have their own minds and they'll make their own decision.